the Spring Valley Basketball Report with head coach Michael Leitzman as the Blackhawks play their home opener against the Medora Hornets. Well, Coach, what a game last night against rival Orleans in a building where you hadn't had, or the Blackhawks had not had much success in recent years, and really just pretty much found a way to win. Similar, I thought, to the Mitchell game. You didn't get separation till that final quarter. The only difference is Orleans really made a run and nearly pulled it out.
Yeah, it was pretty much identical games. I mean, close throughout both games. To the fourth quarter, just like the Mitchell game, we kind of got ourselves some space there with a little bit of a cushion, a 6-point lead or so, 6 or 7 points there. But Orleans is a tough ball club, and they got really good guards, and they kept attacking us, and they made some big plays at the end of the game to put them in a position to win that game at the end. So very, very similar games. I was most excited about the atmosphere we had last night. I thought both teams had a great crowds, great support, and it was one of the best atmospheres I've been a part of for a regular season basketball game.
Braden Whitaker led you with 15 points, but I think it was his block of Duncan Gherkin there in the game's winning moments that kind of helped protect that lead, and certainly to see a senior step up and make a play like that certainly has to be huge.
Yeah, I thought he struggled against Mitchell, and I talked to him a little bit throughout the week about the Mitchell game, and that we needed him to be, a little bit more aggressive and not be so hesitant, and we needed him to step up on the defensive end, and he made some really good defensive plays, but that block was definitely the best play he made. It was very similar to the Paoli game last year, where he came weak side and made a play in the ball and got a big block for us. So that was a big play by a senior, playing in his last game against Orleans, so he went out on a high note. He had a great offensive game. He quit settling, got to the rim, finished really well. And on the defensive end, he made some really good plays. He made 2 bad plays there that gave up 6 points. 2 3-pointers were his fault, but besides that, I thought he had a really good game. But I tell you what, all our seniors have really stepped up and had big games for us, both these games. I've been really, really proud of our senior class. Good leadership, great attitudes, and they're focused, and that's what's been the big reason for our success right now this season.
Coach, my next 2 questions are going to kind of be plus-minus, and the first one deals with the fact that the plus, I think, just single digits in turnovers, which certainly should be livable for any coach, but at the same time, you could have really put this team away by hitting your fair share of free throws.
Yeah, we've done a really good job this year taking care of the basketball. We've done a really good job this year rebounding the basketball. We out-rebounded Mitchell. I think Orleans got us by a couple rebounds last night, but it was really even. And then taking care of the basketball has been our strength. This summer, we did a great job at taking care of the basketball, and even last night we did a great job taking care of it. 7 turnovers, 8 turnovers, you can't beat that. But as far as the free throws, we do have a problem there. We have missed a lot of free throws, but it's just contagious. Once we have somebody step up to the line and make a couple, everybody will start making some. I think we just right now it's just a confidence thing. We just need to step up their line, shoot with confidence, knock them down. I thought we did put the pressure on them and get into the bonus. We were fortunate that one of our game plans last night, one of our keys were to keep them off the foul line. They shot 40 free throws against Crothersville, and we can't let them shoot 40 free throws against us. So I thought our guys did a great job of playing discipline on defense and not belling Orleans out. So we did a great job on the defensive foul line, but we do need to improve on our offensive foul line.
Okay. And the other question that's kind of plus-minus is you barely cracked the 40-point plateau offensively, yet you've held both your opponents into the 30s, and usually if you can do that, you're going to be in most games.
Yeah, defensively we've had great effort, great energy, and this group takes a lot of pride in defense, which I love. We spend a lot more time on defense than we do offense in practice. We emphasize. I think we're taking good shots. In 2 games, I think we've took 1 bad shot in 2 games, which is great. So we're taking good shots. We're getting good looks. We just got to start putting the ball in the basket.
Coach, before we talk specifically about Medora, if we look at the broad scope of things, this is actually going to be the first of 9 straight games at home. You'll be here on the friendly confines all the way through basically the first Friday in January. So certainly with that many home games and the home crowd, hoping to take advantage of that as much as possible, I'm sure.
last year we were good at home and we were struggled on the road. This year we've been good on the road. I'm anxious to see how we come out and play in our home games. I think we'll play good. I think we're a home. We got a good home crowd. We got a good home court. So I think we'll play good at home. And another good thing about these upcoming games is we haven't shot well. Well, where do you shoot the best at? In your own gym. So hopefully we can use these 7-8 games to get our confidence up in our shooting, knock down some shots, and then that confidence will carry over to after January when we're on the road a little bit more.
Back half of the Friday-Saturday combo, so obviously most of your focus this week on Orleans, but what have you been able to go through with the kids concerning Medora?
Well, we went through Orleans a little bit this past week, but a big thing, especially this early in the year, is we got to make ourselves better. We got to work on our side and make sure we're improving and making sure we're playing our best basketball possible. And if we're playing our best basketball, then the game will take care of itself when we get out there. We just spent a lot more time on Orleans this week than we did in Medora. This morning, or not this morning, I gave them this morning off. It was a great game last night, emotionally, physically draining. So we gave them the morning off. We came in about 4:30, and we kind of just got some shots up, walked through some stuff that we wanted to do tonight and what we might see tonight, because you never know. A team might come out. I anticipate a little bit more zone tonight than we've seen, but the good thing is we've seen zone both games. So we're ready for anything. Our big thing is we just got to take care of ourselves. We got to make sure we're pressuring the basketball, playing good defense, and no matter who the opponent is, we'll be in a good position if we just do what we're supposed to do.
What you're telling me is you're not going to let an emotional letdown be an excuse.
Right. There shouldn't be any excuses for that. I understand that it was an emotionally draining game, but we're good now. We have good leadership, and that will show tonight when we come out and play like we're supposed to play.
All right. Hopefully that'll take place. Coach, thanks for joining us. As always, go out and get them tonight.
Thank you.
And this has been the Springs Valley Basketball Report with head coach Michael Leitzman. As the Blackhawks take on Medora, we'll have more of our pregame in a moment. This is Springs Valley High School Basketball.
Hello, my name is Ross Key. I speak farming and represent Springs Valley Bank and Trust, a true community bank committed to agriculture. As an ag specialist, I am committed to working with our customers and supporting the economic strength of our agricultural community. I look forward to building new and lasting relationships with farmers, businesses, and the people in the communities in which we live and work. Loyal to you, your family, and your future. Springs Valley Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Focused on you, Springs Valley Bank and Trust.
Joined now by the head coach of the Medora Hornets, Mark Morin. And, Coach, always a great opportunity to catch up with you. Before we talk about your first 3 games here of the season, just talk a little bit about the expectations with you beginning your second year here with the Hornets and what you were hoping to get out of the kids and your personnel.
Well, with the way they've worked in the off season, our main goal was just to be more competitive, which I believe we have, put ourselves in a position to get a few more wins during the season, because I'd like to see the kids get a positive payoff on all the work they have put in this summer.
Talk a little bit about these first few ball games. I know you were telling me before we started you kind of let one get away, but then you've also played a couple of pretty good teams so far.
Yeah, the first game of the season we played Madison Shaw, and honestly I felt like we outplayed them all but the last 2 minutes of the first half and the last 3 minutes of the game. We led most of the game. They just had a 6'5" kid and a 6'4" kid that we had a hard time handling inside. And then we played West Washington, and we got down, started the game, we got down 20-4. And what I was proud of, the kids didn't give up, and they kept playing hard. And with about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, we were down 8, shooting 2 free throws. And unfortunately, we missed the 2 free throws, and then the wheels kind of fell off and ended up getting beat 19. And then last night, we went to Crothersville, and it was the same scenario. We dug a hole early. We're missing layups, and they're hitting threes. I think they hit 9 threes the first half. And, we got down 25 in the first half. I think we ended up getting beat 34. But one thing I got to say about these kids is, it's tough going out and losing like that, and they just keep playing hard. So hopefully eventually that'll pay off.
What can fans expect to see from your team when you're out on the court?
Well, like I said, night in and night out, they do give the effort. We'll mix our defenses up, play some man-to-man and some zone, just depending on who we're playing. But with Valley's size, we're going to have to really watch it inside. We got a nice player that hadn't played actually since 5th grade. He's a junior, Owen Sullivan, and he's leading us in scoring with, I think he's averaging 14 a game. J.D. Fish, another junior, and he plays really hard. And then we got some other nice young players. But like I said, the one thing these kids do is they bring it every night is the effort.
Tonight, as you take on Springs Valley, perhaps a home.
Mark Morin, as I had a chance to talk to him prior to this evening's contest. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups in the contest. For Medora, they come in with a record of 0-3. They played last night and were beaten by Crothersville 74-41. The forwards are Owen Sullivan, a 6'1 junior. He's the leading scorer on the team at 14 a game. His running mate, J.D. Fish, a 6'1 junior at 6 points per contest. Skylar Jones in the middle, 5'11, a junior at 5 points per contest. Into the backcourt, it's a 5'7 sophomore, Javen Spurgeon, at 3.3 an outing, along with Gavin Henson, a 5'11 senior, nearly 7 per contest. Mark Morin in his 3rd year in Medora, 6-41, the overall record. For the Hawks, they'll go for the 3rd straight time this way. Jackson Land and Braden Whitaker. The forwards, Jackson, the 5'11 junior, at a point a game. Braden, 6'3, a senior, 10.5 points per outing. In the middle, 6'4 senior Ryan Tao, 8 points per contest. And in the backcourt, it is 5'9 junior Christian Tucker, 10.5 points per contest, along with 5'9 senior Zach Carnes, averaging 5 per ball game. Michael Leachman in his 2nd year, 16-10, the overall record. In his 4th year, if you count the 2 years at Medora, he is 31-43, a winning mark of 42%. This will be the 24th meeting all-time between these two schools. As I said at the outset, the Hawks have won every single one of them, including all 12 here on this floor. Quickly, Kelly, the keys to the ball game tonight?
Well, I think it's going to be important for Springs Valley defensively, like you said, to keep that defense up to a high and make sure that we hit the offense pretty quickly here and see if we can get some momentum.
All right, we're underway as Ryan Tao out-jumps J.D. Fish on the tap. Valley goes right to left. Quickly, they work it in low for an easy layup. Braden Whitaker gets things going as the Hawks work it down low. And as Orleans did last night, the Hornets may have trouble containing Mr. Whitaker. Valley starts off at a man-to-man. Out front with the basketball is Skylar Jones. Gets it down to the corner to Henson. Back out of the wing now to J.D. Fish. Fish being hawked out there by Tao. Tries to drive around him. Kicks the pass out now to Sullivan. Little crossover move into the lane. Lost the handle. Got it back. Beats it off now to Henson, and he's called for a traveling violation. So a turnover on Medora's first possession of the contest.
Nice man-to-man defense there by the Hawks, making sure that they contain the dribble, and Medora had a hard time with that.
I think, too, Kelly, Michael Leachman looking for a fast start against both Mitchell and Orleans. It wasn't the quickest of beginnings for this team. Here's a pull-up jumper by Jackson Land, blocked away, and then they're going to get Jackson on the rebounding foul. J.D. Fish went up and rejected that shot, and then the ball went straight up in the air, and they're going to get Jackson for climbing the back of Fish. That's our game's first personal, almost a minute into the ball game. Medora in red, white numbers, white letters, and white trim. Valley in their home uniforms with black numbers, gold letters, and gold and black trim. They work it inside to Fish, who lost the handle, but he did because he was fouled. So another Hawk foul here. I think they got Ryan Tao, perhaps.
No, nope. Looks like Jackson Land.
That will
be his second.
Yeah, so he has picked up 2 quick personal fouls. So Michael Leachman has to go to his bench early. He'll send Cole Cooper in, the 5'10 junior, at 3.5 points per contest. 2-0 Valley early. A little over a minute played. And Ryan Tao picks the pocket of J.D. Fish, takes it down on him. May have gotten away with a travel. He missed the layup, and the ball lost out of bounds by Cole Cooper. And not to pick on Ryan, but he had a point-blank shot. He had a breakaway layup last night that would have been a dagger in the hearts of Orleans, but he missed it. So We'll see if the Hawks can do a better job of converting on those point-blank shots. Here is Sullivan, their leading scorer, on the dribble, picks it up, looks to get rid of it, clears it away now to Henson. Out between the circles, being hawked out there by Zach Carnes. Cross-courts the pass to Fish. He comes back on the near side to Sullivan once again. He drives it into the lane, dumps it down low to Skylar Jones. His little fall away would not go, and the rebound pulled out of there by Ryan Tao. Off now to Carnes. Back into the front court, hands off to Tucker. Christian down to the corner to Cooper. Couldn't go to a cutting Carnes through the lane. Instead, they work it around the perimeter. Little pick-and-roll move. There goes Christian to the goal. He overshot the layup. Kicks it down to the corner to Braden Whitaker for a three that bounces off the side of the rim. And here come the Hornets looking for their first points of the contest. Into the lane, Henson, a little out of control. Gets it off now to Jones. And they'll reset the offense. Finally staying in that man-to-man. As out front, Spurgeon on the control, slides off the screen, tries to pick and roll, but it's into the hands of Cole Cooper, who'll get the steal. Another Medora's turnover. Valley pushing it up the floor. Nice move, Zach Carnes around his man all the way to the goal and lays it up and in. Good move by Zach in the open floor that time. He saw the slower Sullivan and just blew past him right to the goal, and Valley's up 4-0 with almost 3 minutes played. And there's a tip pass by Cole Cooper as the Hawks looking to be very active here, Kelly, defensively.
Yeah, it looks Coach Leachman really thought that ball was off of Medora, but officials are going to give it to Medora out of bounds. Good defense there by Cole Cooper.
And Mark Morin has not seen much out of his team offensively. Will spend a timeout with just over 5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter on the Fast Eddie's Country Store and Deli scoreboard. Early 4-0 advantage for the Hawks. For certified Angus beef steak served up the way you want in a great atmosphere, come to 33 Brick Street in French Lick. With a heated, screened-in patio to make you feel like you're outside, come to 33 Brick Street in French Lick. You get the idea. For good food, all in a legendary atmosphere, it's 33 Brick Street in downtown French Lick. Well, maybe the Hawks haven't sprinted out of the gate fast, but anytime you can keep a team scoreless for almost 3 minutes, you got to be doing something right. Comes in at the inbounds from the side to Fish, kicks it off to Sullivan, down to the corner now to Jones, being hawked there by Tao, clears it away to Sullivan, deep on the left wing. Now, Sullivan still on the dribble, dumps it off to Jones. Looks like Valley switched into its zone here. Kelly, haven't they?
Yeah, it looks like a 2-3 zone, trying to trap in the corners when they get the opportunity.
Nice feed in low for a little one-handed runner by Sullivan that wouldn't go. Here come the Hawks quickly into the front court. Carnes has it between the circles now. As Zach will set up the offense. Drives it to the foul line, down to the corner to Cooper. Cole can't get the shot off, clears it away now to Tucker. Looks like Medora paying really close attention to Christian, especially around the three-point arc. Nice fake, a drive to the goal by Tao. May have gotten away with a walk, but it'll hit the basket anyway. That's 2 driving layups now the Hawks have had. One by Zach Carnes, and this time Ryan Tao took it strong to the goal. And the Hawks now have a 6-0 advantage halfway through the opening quarter. Medora didn't get off to a very good start last night against Crothersville, and so far still looking for their first point. Henson swings it around to Sullivan. Drives it in on Cole Cooper, who knocked it away, picked up by Carnes, ahead to a breaking Christian Tucker, who takes it to the other end, lays it up. And now 4 out of the 5 Valley players have scored, all but Jackson Land, who's on the bench now with 2 personal fouls, but Valley extends the lead to 8-0. Henson, top of the key, sends it right side to Sullivan, knocked away by Whitaker. Sullivan retrieves it, hooks it off now to Fish. Fish sends it right side of the arc to Jones, drives it on Tao, off now to Fish. He'll launch a three-pointer, skips off the rim, rebound grab by Tucker. Again, the Hawks push it into the front court. It goes to Cole Cooper, too far underneath the goal, so he kicks it out to Carnes, who takes it to the left wing. Can't get free, so he'll back it out, and they'll reset the offense. Now he drives down the lane, scoops it up, 2 more! What a move by Zach Carnes, a little stop and go. As he froze Medora in their tracks and took it right to the rack, 10-0 Valley. As Jones down the lane is going to be called for an offensive foul. Skylar Jones out of control. Good job by Christian Tucker to take the charge. And now maybe we can say a little bit more here that Michael Leachman can be happy with his team's start, and Mark Morin is not, so he is going to spend a timeout. 2:47 to go, opening quarter. Hawks off and running, 10-0. They lead Medora on the Fast Eddie's Country Store and Deli scoreboard. We'll continue with more Blackhawks basketball right after this.
When it comes to shopping local, most of us think of small, friendly mom-and-pop shops with their quality products and commitment to their community. You may not think of Smithville as a local company, but it is. An Indiana company built by Hoosiers for Hoosiers. Nationally recognized for outstanding fiber internet, TV, voice, and security, as well as incredible customer service provided by your fellow Hoosiers. Go local. Visit switchtosmithville.com for the fastest internet and more. You'll be in good hands.
Chicago's Pizza, good. Stop by Chicago's on the Boulevard in French Lick for the Salad Bar Lunch, 11 to 1:30, Monday through Friday. Salad, pizza, breadsticks, and drink. Call for just $7.99 at Chicago's Pizza in French Lick. Hawks off and rolling, 10-0 here at the 2:40 mark of the opening quarter, forcing Mark Morin to spend 2 timeouts. Jackson Land feeds it in low to Trenton McElfresh, who just checked in during the timeout, and he cashes in. And I'll tell you what, that's at least 4 layups now the Hawks have gotten out of their 6 field goals as they are slicing through this Medora defense. 12-0 now, Valley. And they're also harassing him on the offensive end. Isaac Carnes has checked into the ball game as well. Isaac, 5'10" junior, and he just batted the ball away and stole it. Outlet pass to a cutting Cole Cooper, who takes it in, score it, and one! What a shot by Cole Cooper. He was anticipating the contact and protected himself from the defender, threw it up to the goal, got it, and will have a chance at a 3-point play as he picks up his first basket of the ball game. And the Hawks with a full head of steam. Now lead 14-0. Free throw is missed as the foul was called on J.D. Fish, but Jackson Land the rebound, and we're going to get Isaac Carnes on a traveling violation out front.
I'll tell you, Mike, the Hawks have done a good job switching up the defense here tonight. I know it's getting Medora a little bit on edge. They don't really quite know what to do offensively, but we're switching back to this 1-2-2 and putting some pressure out on the basketball.
Hornets have only taken 4 shots thus far, so they have not been accurate, and they try to force the pass there. Tipped away, picked up by Fish. Blocked away by Isaac Carnes. Zach's got it now, and they're going to call Zach for another palming violation. You know, he was called for a crucial palming violation of the game last night against Orleans, so hard to see when you're trying to describe the action, I guess, but boy, if he's caught in a different game by different officials, he must really be doing it, so he's going to have to watch himself here on how he handles the basketball. That's, what is that, is that the first or second turnover by
Second turnover for Springs Valley.
All right, there's a steal by Zach Carnes, anticipating the pass, back the other way, moves it left side to Jackson Land, pull up 3, bingo! Everybody getting into the act now as Jackson, his first basket, 17-0 Valley. And another steal. Here's Carnes down to the corner to Land. He'll drive it to the wing, kicks it back out to Zach now. Back to Land. Can he make it 2 in a row? Nope. And the rebound pulled out of there by J.D. Fish. But what a start for the Hawks. Now the only question is, can they pitch a shutout here in the opening quarter? They're 42 seconds away from doing that. Fish for Medora, off now to Sullivan, out between the circles. Sends it back over to Jones. Back to Sullivan, back to Jones as they play pitch and catch. He drives it down the lane, throws up the runner, left it short, got his own rebound, back up no good. Partially blocked. Zach Carnes comes out of there with it. Michael Leachman says, let's play for the final shot of the quarter. So unless Valley turns it over, they will indeed keep a goose egg on Medora's side through the first 8 minutes. Zach out near the center jump circle, 9 seconds to go. Guarded out there by Spurgeon, drives it left, out of the corner. Jackson wide open for 3, around and good! Jackson with a second just ahead of the first quarter buzzer. 1 and 8-minute segment for the Hawks. After one on the Fast Eddie's Country Store and Deli scoreboard, they lead Medora 20-0. Back with the second quarter in a moment. This is Spring Valley High School basketball.
A message from Spring Valley Meadows in Prince Lick.
As we age, recuperating from an illness or surgery may take more time than it used to. It's important for you to follow your doctor's discharge orders and include physical, occupational, and speech therapies when needed. Skimping on post-hospitalization therapy can cause potential falls and infections. So do it for yourself and do it for the ones you love.
The road to recovery begins at Springs Valley Meadows in Prince Lick, where caring people make the difference.
Call us at 936-9991.
7 different players scoring in the opening quarter for the Hawks. Capped off by the second three of the period by Jackson Land, as the Hawks have run out to a 20-0 lead. So not too often, Kelly, that you can hold a team scoreless for an entire quarter.
Yeah, that's great defense, and the offensive end hasn't looked too shabby itself.
Couple of changes here for Medora. Isaiah Myers, a 5'10 sophomore, stepped into the ball game. He had it knocked away, stolen by Braden Whitaker, who takes it to the other end, hits the layup, but he was fouled on his drive to the basket, so the shot will not count. So yet another turnover to Medora. Myers picks up the foul. That is his first, the third on the team. He is out. Skylar Jones back in. Valley starts the second quarter with Braden Whitaker, Trenton McElfresh, Christian Tucker, Isaac Carnes, and Ryan Powell. There's a kick as McElfresh was trying to feed it down on the post to Braden Whitaker. Braden from the baseline looks to get it in, still looking better hurry. Finally gets it in now to Ryan Powell deep on the left wing. Up top to McElfresh, over now to Christian Tucker. I have a feeling tonight Michael Leachman here, Kelly, will experiment with a lot of combinations to see what works out well. There's a post down low. Braden kicks it out of the wing to Ryan Powell. His 12-footer from there, perfect. Not much the Hawks are doing wrong right now. 22-0 Valley. First minute of the second quarter. Here is Jones out beyond the arc on the dribble. Token pressure from Isaac Carnes. He's the only Carnes out there. Over now to Spurgeon. Can't get the shot off as Ryan Powell, about 6 inches taller, comes out to defend. Back between the circles as Jones feeds it in low to cutting J.D. Base blocked away by Braden Whitaker. That's at least the fourth rejection here, and almost a turnover. It went through the hands of McElfresh, picked it up, gives it off to Whitaker, who takes it right to the goal, puts it up no good, but he will be on the line twice.
You know, I think Coach Leachman, like you said, is going to gamble with a couple different lineups here, see if we can't go maybe some bigs and see if some of these guys out front can get some steals on the defensive end too when we're going out in some of these traps. So switch up some offense, switch up some defense, see what offense we can run and mix things up.
And the free throw good by Braden. He led the team with 15 points in the win over Orleans last night, but it was his rejection of Duncan Gherkin's driving layup in the closing seconds that helped preserve the win. And Braden gets them both. Valley 2 of 3 now at the line. He's got 4 points, and the lead just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It's now 24-0 on the Fast Eddie scoreboard. Out top, Sullivan drives it on McElfresh. Probably got away with a travel there. No call, but Medora maintains control. Henson clears it up top now to Sullivan, guarded by McElfresh. Drives it. Off now to Jones, takes it to the foul line, launches a 15-footer, no good. And Ryan Powell corrals the rebound. One and done for the Hornets. Tucker runs the floor. Kicks it baseline to Whitaker. Braden tried to drive it, can't do so. Instead, throws it back out to McElfresh, and now they'll reset the offense. Christian sends it left wing now to Carnes. Isaac goes back to Christian, open for a three. Bingo! Christian finally got his first 2 triples of the year, and I think that's his first attempt tonight, isn't it, Kelly?
Yes, it is.
And he gets it to go. That's always a good sign, and wow, 27-0. Over 10 minutes now, Medora without a point. And there's a ball knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say Medora the last to touch it. Good defense there by Isaac Carnes to contest the pass, and Medora again with another giveaway.
Right there, Hawks playing great man-to-man defense and applying a lot of ball pressure. When you pressure the basketball that much, it makes it really hard to make a good pass, and Medora's certainly struggling right now from that area.
Cole Cooper back into the ball game now for Valley. So is Jackson Land. Christian sends it left side to Tao. Wing jump shot, got again. Well, I'll tell you what a weapon that will be over the course of the year, Kelly, if Ryan can knock down that wing jumper with consistency.
Yeah, they set a little back screen for him. He knew coming off that screen he was going to have a shot and able to knock it down.
Ball tipped, stolen by Valley, 3-on-1. Tucker, weak side pass to Jackson, 2 more. And another timeout called by Mark Morin as the Hawks are just eating Medora alive right now. Timeout on the floor. 5:05 to go, first half on the Fast Eddie scoreboard. Hawks now lead Medora 31-0. We'll be back with more Spring Valley basketball right after this.
This year, we will lose more people to colon cancer than to breast cancer or prostate cancer. But colon cancer can be prevented. A colonoscopy is the best test to detect and remove precancerous polyps. Screening helps save lives. If you are age 50 or older, talk to your doctor and get your colonoscopy scheduled at IU Health Paoli Hospital. Colon cancer can be prevented. Commit to health and get checked.
For certified Angus beef steak, served up the way you want in a great atmosphere, come to 33 Brick Street in French Lick. For a variety of other menu items, even for the most discriminating appetites and a tantalizing kids menu, come to 33 Brick Street in French Lick. You get the idea. For good food, all in a legendary atmosphere, 33 Brick Street, downtown French Lick. Well, right now, Mark Morin trying to pull out every stop, trying to figure out what he can do here. As this team has fallen behind 31-0, they just need to get some points on the board, and there's a traveling violation called on Gavin Henson as the woes continue here for this Medora team. They have now gone over 11 minutes without putting the ball in the rim.
That's the 11th turnover, Mike, for the Hornets. So
wow,
struggling offensively right now,
to say the least. Cole Cooper to a cutting Braden Whitaker right to the goal, lays it up and in. Boy, the Hawks just clicking on all cylinders right now. You almost start to feel bad maybe if you're Michael Leachman, but you still have 2.5 quarters to go, and you still want to get a game out of this. There's another steal. Hawks on the break. Tucker down to the quarter to Land. Off to Ryan Tao. 15-footer, got again! Oh, my goodness! Everything working for the Hawks. What shooting slump in the first 2 games for Valley? Not tonight, that's for sure. 35-0 Valley. Halfway through the second quarter, a drive by Sullivan. Kicks it off now to Henson. Three-pointer would not go. Valley another rebound. Off to Tucker. Christian up the floor, drives and bounced it off the leg of Henson to Land. Now to Tucker down in the left corner. They'll bring it out front.
Hawks are being very unselfish with the basketball. We're getting high percentage shots, open shots off of screens, and that's definitely led to a high percentage shooting.
Cooper, free throw line to Tao, 10-footer. Oh, he is feeling it now. Ryan Tao has got 10. Has he missed a shot yet tonight?
Yeah, one shot. He's 5 for 6.
Well, that's good. I didn't want to say anything and then jinx him on his next attempt. Here's a drive by Henson off to Sullivan down the lane, kicks it baseline to Fish, off to Jones for a three-pointer. It clangs off the iron, and the Hawks have it again, and it's going to come up now on 13 minutes for Medora without a point. Can you believe it? 37-0. Here is Cooper. Jump pass over now to Tao. Ryan down low to a cutting Cooper, and it's stolen away. It was not a good pass, and then Cole trying to get the ball back, reaches in. and commits the foul. So one of the few errors the Hawks have made tonight.
Yeah, third turnover for the night. I know Coach didn't like that pass from one side of the floor to the other. It didn't quite make it there, and it's not going to make it there even against other teams.
So the Hornets have it back, still looking for their first point. Here is Henson out front. Now he's switched into a man-to-man. Off now to Sullivan. His three, not there. There really must be a lid on that basket on that end. Oh, what a feed! Jack Carnes to a cutting Cole Cooper down the right side for the layup. Talk about unselfishness. Well, you said that a moment ago, Kelly, so I'll give you the credit for it. Down the lane, Henson tried to put it up and had it spiked away and out of bounds.
Coach Morton right here, he's trying to get his kids to get the ball to the middle, see if they can get some drive opportunities. That was a nice drive, just came out of bounds. Medora's ball out of bounds right here. Hawks going back to that 2-3 zone.
Jones down to the corner to Henson. Trapped there by Zach Carnes. Feeds it in low to J.D. Fish, who overshot the goal. Valley comes out of there with it. 2:07 to go. Carnes to the foul line. Backs it back out. Both of them are in there right now. There goes Jackson. Kicked it off to Cooper. Cole for three. Oh, way down to the well and back out. Rebound. McElfresh back up. Got it. Trent with a rebound basket has got four. And the Hawks have almost, here in the first half, scored as many. Well, they actually have surpassed what they scored last night against Orleans, and almost here against the Mitchell Blue Jackets. They had 42 against them. There's a foul on Cole Cooper. He'll pick up his second as Henson was trying to drive the lane. Fourth on the team. 1:40 to go, so the running time at 14:20 now, and Fish will try to change that, or Sullivan rather. He missed the three. In fact, he airballed it. Here come the Hawks. Here's Zach Carnes. Feeds it over now to Jackson on the right side. Land goes back over to Zach Carnes. Drives it off the McElfresh screen. Stop and go move. All the way to the goal. Puts it up good. Count it. And a foul. What a move by Zach Carnes. Boy, we haven't seen moves like that from him in a while. And happy across the way, loving that. Spring Valley's #1 fan, Denny Weichert, as we give a shout out to him. He's loving it as Zach picks up his 6th point of the contest. The foul call on Skylar Jones is his second. And Zach a chance to complete a 3-point play. Oh, he left it short. And the rebound pulled out of there by Medora. 43-0 Valley. Minute 15 to go before intermission. Boy, surely Medora can get a basket here before the break. Little touch pass to Henson down to the corner. Drives it in. Had it knocked away. He gets it back and had it knocked away. Stolen back by McElfresh. So another Medora turnover. Under a minute to go as Whitaker all the way to the goal. Gets clobbered. He's knocked to the floor. He is okay as he put on the afterburners there and sped to the bucket. Well earned 2. Gavin Henson the foul, his first. And Braden Whitaker will shoot a pair. He's got 6 thus far. And make it 7 as that one drops through. 20-0 at the end of the first quarter. Now the Hawks have put another 24 on the board. As Medora still has not scored. That one good as well. 45-0 now Hawks. 50 seconds to go before the break. Jones to Henson left side. Tip pass. Grabbed by Spurgeon. In low to Sullivan. Leans in. And finally Medora gets their first basket of the ball game. Owen Sullivan with a little short jumper inside the lane, but it took the Hornets over 15 minutes, and they go to sleep defensively and allow Jackson Land a wide open path to the basket along the baseline. For his 10th point, it's 47-2 now with 18 seconds to go. Sullivan down to the corner to Spurgeon. His 3 no good. Rebound to McElfresh. 11 seconds left to go before the break. As Zach into the front court. He isolates. He drives. He leans in. Kicks it off to Isaac Carnes. And the Hawks, well, I don't think they were even looking for a shot. And
Coach Leachman
Really
definitely wanted.
yeah.
He wanted a shot there. I
Well,
just
maybe
wasn't
so.
sure what the time was. Zach gave it
Yeah.
to him a little late, but good half by the Hawks. Definitely up 47-2. You can't
Yeah,
be too disappointed right now if you're Michael Leachman.
Well, I was going to say, where do you draw the line on running up the score, I guess? Surely not in the first half, I would think.
You'll see a lot of sets being run the second half from Coach Leachman.
Absolutely. What a first 16 minutes for this Springs Valley team as they have put it to the Medora Hornets through these first 2 quarters of action. Chicago's Pizza, good. Stop by Chicago's on the Boulevard in French Lick for the Salad Bar Lunch, 11 to 1:30, Monday through Friday. Salad, pizza, breadsticks, and drink, all for $7.99 at Chicago's Pizza in French Lick. When we come back, we'll begin our halftime activities at intermission on the Fast Eddie's Country Store and Deli scoreboard. And believe me, you are hearing right. At intermission, it is the Springs Valley Blackhawks 47, the Medora Hornets 2. You're listening to Springs Valley High School Basketball.
Hello to all you drivers from your friends at Valley Marathon, where 32-ounce fountain drinks are just 79 cents every day. Check out the daily special and our 6 different flavors of cappuccino and pick up a Marathon credit card application. Save money at the pump with the Jones Reward Card at Valley Marathon.
We're loyal to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you, Springs Valley Bank and Trust. You'll love our helpful staff, our warm and smiling faces. Latest tools and services delivered by the friends you trust. We're loyal to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you, Springs Valley Bank and Trust.
You need gadgets. For that one-stop shopping destination for routers, flash drives, cables, smartphones, TVs, and more, search no longer. Our technology-powered by Smithville store is conveniently located in downtown French Lick at 505 South Maple Street. If you prefer to shop online, browse our online store at smithville.tech. That's smithville.tech. Getting what you need is just a click away. That's smithville.tech.
Caring people make the difference at Springs Valley Meadows in French Lick.
You can feel it the minute you walk into Springs Valley Meadows. We're the experts in long-term care, not just doing a job, but following a calling. We're here to help you and your family find answers, solutions, and peace of mind. In fact, we become an extension of your family. For more information about Springs Valley Meadows, Highway 145, French Lick, visit ascseniorcare.com.
Or call Springs Valley Meadows at 936-9991.
And before we begin our halftime activities here at the Hawks Nest, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Springs Valley High School Basketball.
WFLQ FM in French Lick. Our time now 3 past 8 o'clock. Temperature's 47 degrees.
Mike Hamilton along with Kelly Schmidt back at Springs Valley High School, where the Hawks glad to be home, and boy, are they taking advantage of it as they score the game's first 45 points. You heard right, the first 45. Not until there were 45 seconds left in the half did Medora finally drop in their first field goal, and Valley takes a 47-2 lead into the dressing room here at halftime. I don't know what Coach Leachman could say to his kids. What else can they do better?
Well, I think he's going to definitely tell them this second half we're probably not going to get a lot of transition baskets. We're going to settle on the half court and see if we can run some sets. So far from Medora, we've seen mainly man-to-man. We'll be interested to see if they change up that defense and try to pack it in a little bit. But as well as Springs Valley shooting, I'm not sure if that's a good option either.
Scoring went this way for Medora real easy. Owen Sullivan, their leading scorer, has the only field goal for the Hornets, and that came with less than a minute remaining in the half. J.D. Fish, Skylar Jones, Javen Spurgeon, Gavin Henson all starting, and Isaiah Myers off the bench did not score. Fish and Jones, 2 fouls each. Nobody else had more than one. Meanwhile, the Hawks have really been balanced in their scoring. Already two players in double figures, Jackson Land and Ryan Tao. They each have 10, including 2 3-pointers by Jackson. Ryan Tao dead on with his mid-range jumpers. 8 from Braden Whitaker, including 4 of 4 at the free throw line. Zach Carnes has 3 field goals for a total of 6. Christian Tucker, 2 baskets, one of those a 3-pointer for 5. Cole Cooper and Trenton McElfresh off the bench each have 4. Only Isaac Carnes, who's been to the game for the Hawks, has yet to tally. So 10 each from Land and Tao. Jackson and Cole Cooper, 2 fouls each. Nobody else had more than 1. Valley outscores Medora 20-0 in the opening quarter and 27-2 in the second quarter, and they lead here at the break on the Fast Eddie's Country Store and Deli scoreboard over the Hornets at 47-2. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Kelly will look at the first half statistics, and believe me, a lot better numbers for Valley than what we've seen in the first 2 games. We'll return in a moment. This is Springs Valley High School basketball.
This year, we will lose more people to colon cancer than to breast cancer or prostate cancer. But colon cancer can be prevented. A colonoscopy is the best test to detect and remove precancerous polyps. Screening helps save lives. If you are age 50 or older, talk to your doctor and get your colonoscopy scheduled at IU Health Paoli Hospital. Colon cancer can be prevented. Commit to health and get checked.
Hello, my name is Ross Key. I speak farming and represent Springs Valley Bank and Trust, a true community bank committed to agriculture. As an ag specialist, I am committed to working with our customers and supporting the economic strength of our agricultural community. I look forward to building new and lasting relationships with farmers, businesses, and the people in the communities in which we live and work. Loyal to you, your family, and your future. Springs Valley Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Focused on you, Springs Valley Bank and
Hello
Trust.
to all you drivers from your friends at Valley Marathon, where 32-ounce fountain drinks are just 79 cents every day. Check out the daily special and our 6 different flavors of cappuccino and pick up a Marathon credit card application. Save money at the pump with a Jones Reward Card at Valley Marathon.
Back at the Hawks Nest as we look at some first half statistics. So far for Springs Valley, an amazing shooting half. Total field goals, 18 of 23 for 78%. From 2-point range, 15 of 18, 83%. And from the 3-point range, 3 of 5, 60%. From the free throw line, the Hawks just shoot 6 free throws, but make 4 of those for 67%. Rebounding for the Hawks, 14 total rebounds, 3 of those coming on the offensive end, 11 the defensive end. Total turnovers for the first half, just 3. So Coach Leachman has to be thrilled with the high percentage shooting as well as taking care of the basketball within the half court. For the Medora Hornets, from the 2-point field goal range, they're 1 of 7, 14%. 0 for 6 from the 3-point line, 0%, for a total of 1 of 13 from the field for just 8%. The Hornets did not get to the free throw line the first half, so 0 for 0 for them, and total rebounds, just 3 total rebounds for the Hornets that first half. Definitely a reflection of how well Springs Valley is shooting. 1 of those rebounds being offensive, 2 defensive. For the Medora Hornets, also 13 total turnovers for the first half. So Coach Morin definitely looking for his club to do a better job this half, taking care of the basketball, putting the ball in the basket, and offensively really looking to move the ball. Coach Leachman, as they come into this second half, wants to see his club maybe cut back on the transition baskets. They're going to slow this pace down, I think you'll see, and definitely make sure that they run some offensive sets. Both teams here coming into this second half, looking for some positives coming out. Right now you'll see with 42 seconds, I think, to go here in the halftime that we'll get back to action here as Springs Valley leads 47-2.
When it comes to shopping local, most of us think of small, friendly mom-and-pop shops with their quality products and commitment to their community. You may not think of Smithville as a local company, but it is. An Indiana company built by Hoosiers for Hoosiers. Nationally recognized for outstanding fiber internet, TV, voice, and security, as well as incredible customer service provided by your fellow Hoosiers. Go local. Visit switchtosmithville.com for the fastest internet and more. You'll be in good hands.
Back at the Hawks Nest as the third quarter commences. Valley now moving left to right here in the second half of play. They're in white, Medora's in red, and they work the back cut to a cutting Christian Tucker, and the Hawks just making it look so easy right now. Christian now has 7, and the Hawks pick up where they left off in the first half, 49-2, and they also do it on the defensive end as they get the turnover. Christian back the other way. Baseline up now to Whitaker. High post to Tao. Turns. Oh, he finally got one to miss. And the rebound grabbed by Tucker, and he had it taken away by Gavin Henson, but he had his foot on the end line, so it'll stay back with the Hawks. 78% shooting in the first half. Wow.
Pretty amazing, Mike.
Doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Definitely not.
I mean, it can. You can shoot 100%, but that's pretty unheard of.
We've had a lot of 7.8 shooting percentages by the girls some nights. So
what a move to the goal. Ryan Tao beats his man off the dribble on the right side, and Ryan having one of those nights you just dream about. He's got 12, 51-2, a minute into the third quarter. Jones in low, intended for Spurgeon. Good job by Ryan Tao to sneak in and strip it away. Now on the other end, Tao leans in, hands off to Ryan Tao, who leans in, puts it up. Oh, he missed another layup. And Owen Sullivan, the rebound. Sullivan, J.D. Fish, Skylar Jones, Javen Spurgeon, and Gavin Henson, the original 5 in there for Mark Moran's squad, who talk about a frustrated coach. I mean, nothing going right for your team here, and just got to keep plugging away, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely so. And, he's definitely looking at his kids right now, wanting the same intensity, same effort.
Now we've got an official timeout for what?
It looks like Owen Sullivan got a hurt ankle here.
Looks like he was hobbling a little bit here, so he is going to come out. Well, he's your leading scorer. You hate to lose him. It's bad enough as it is, but take your leading scorer out of there, and we'll see what the Hornets can do.
Now, give Medora a lot of credit. They're continuing to hustle on the defensive end. Offensively, they're cutting without the basketball.
And an offensive foul called as Christian Tucker, for the second time in the game, takes the brunt and the charge.
I think Coach Thompson used to give steak dinners for those charges. I think Coach Leitzman, if he's doing that, his pocketbook's getting a little lighter.
What better place to go than the restaurant that his dad co-owns, right?
He may want to go somewhere else.
I don't know. You can never get too old. Those steaks at 33 never get too old. At least not for me, anyway. All right, good back cut again. The Hawks just eating Medora up right now. Those back cuts, the high screens, and that time Whitaker cut through, took the pass and the easy layup. He's got 10. 53-2, the clinic continues. Down the lane, Henson out of control, threw up the shot off the front of the rim. Rebound to Whitaker, up to Karn. Zach up the right side. Stops, beats it away now to Whitaker. Moves it around to Tucker, to Jackson Land, back to Tucker again. Drives it to the right wing. Turns, hands off to Land. Back to Whitaker. Now left side to Carnes again. Back to Braden. Little pick and roll action in low. Nice move by Ryan Tao, and the little left-handed layup is perfect. Now, if Brett Williamson were on the floor, he would have called that a travel, by the way, because that's just what he does. But we've got some good officials out here on the floor making good no call there. Ryan's got 14. It's 55-2. Oh, almost a steal. Good anticipation by Zach.
Zach was shooting the layup, I think, before he caught the ball there, but definitely anticipated, had a good decision there, just went off his hands out of bounds.
And I just saw Jackson Land take off through the tunnel there. I'm not really sure what's going on. Cole Cooper is back into the ball game now. 3 minutes into the third quarter. Medora still has not scored here in this quarter, and they have just one field goal to their credit for the entire game. There's a poke away by Ryan Tao, but retrieved by Fish in the backcourt. Sends it over on the left side now to Zach Owen, a 6'3 senior who's checked into the ball game now for the first time. Ball poked away by Whitaker, but right to Fish. Fish picks up the dribble, looks to get rid of it. Sends it over now to Myers, who's in there. Myers hands it back to Owen, sends it around now to Henson. He drives it into lane, throws up the runner, and couldn't get it to go. And the ball saved by Whitaker, and now to Carnes. Zach runs the floor, feeds it in low to Tao. Weak side pass to Cole Cooper. Layup would not go, but he will be on the line twice.
Yeah, nice pass there. Nothing different about this half than the first half, and that the Hawks are being unselfish without the basketball. And I think that definitely is something Coach Leachman stressed in the summer, and you can definitely tell it's paid off.
Cole Cooper quietly becoming the Hawks' best man off the bench as he hits the free throw for his 5th point. Valley a little better at the line tonight. They're now 5 out of 7. Braden Whitaker and Christian Tucker take a rest. Isaac Carnes back in there. Second free throw is good as well, as is Trenton McElfresh. 57-2 now, as Cole has half a dozen. Out front, Henson on the dribble, clears it away now to Spurgeon. Zach Carnes comes out to defend, looks to beat him off the dribble, down the lane, slams it off the backboard, no good. Ryan Tao the rebound, outlet to McElfresh, to Zach Carnes, takes it to the left side and had his pocket picked from behind nicely by Gavin Henson. Henson in the backcourt, bumped and fouled as Trenton McElfresh refused to go back down court, and Trenton will pick up his first personal foul. I just realized our 2 Carnes, we have a Zach and an Isaac. So you got to make sure I keep that clear, I guess, especially when they're both out on the floor like they are right now. Valley by 55. At least Medora's number is low enough I can calculate the math in terms of the difference. As Ryan Tao reaches in and pokes that one away. 3:18 to go here in the third quarter. Valley scored all 10 points that have been tallied here in this period. As the ball comes into Myers, just inside the center jump circle. Looking to get free from Zach Carnes. Feeds it off now to Henson. Henson drives it on Isaac Carnes. Kicks it baseline to J.D. Fish for a 10-footer that wouldn't go. Long rebound grab by Cole Cooper. Cole pushes it up the left side, now stops, and will give off to Zach Carnes. And they'll set up the offense. Now Zach steps in, pops a three-pointer. Nobody picked him up, so he just took 3 steps right to the three-point line, let her go, and rifled it home, his 9th point of the contest. 60-2 now on the Fast Eddie scoreboard. Henson has it out front, guarded by Isaac Carnes. Maintains the dribble. Henson needing some help here. Finally clears it on the left side to Fish, knocked away, but it's picked up by Henson. And we're going to get Isaac Carnes on a reach-in foul.
Coach Leachman choosing to stick with this man-to-man, and we'll see if we change it up as the second half goes. But I really like the defense tonight, Mike. It looks like we're staying down on the basketball, not letting the penetration occur, and doing a great job on the switching as well.
Ball comes in now to Henson. Back up front now to Fish. J.D. Fish sends it left side now to Myers. Myers on the hold. Bad pass, stolen away by Braden Whitaker. 2-on-1 with Isaac. He'll take it right to the goal, scoop it up and in. He did the little no-look and fake pass to the cutting Isaac Carnes and just laid it in himself. Braden's in double figures now with 10, and it's 62-2.
You know, Mike, earlier this week, his mom, Julie, told me he doesn't play very good defense, but that looks like pretty good defense to me.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that block on Duncan Gherkin's shot last night probably saved the game for Valley. And here is Henson in trouble. And nice hustle play there by Isaac Carnes. It was going out of bounds. He was able to save it in to Christian Tucker. Off now to McElfresh with 1:35 to go here in the third quarter. Hard to get too enthused when your team's up by 60, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of is, but the crowd's staying here. They're watching this game. I know the band's gotten excited a few times as well, and so we appreciate everybody coming out tonight and everybody that's listening.
By the way, the JV picking up their first win of the season in convincing fashion, 75-31. So for Jared Spear, he gets his first career JV victory, and in convincing fashion. We'll try to summarize some of the scoring in that here as we move along. Here Medora has the basketball after the Valley turnover. Jones is back in there, picks up the dribble at the point, goes to a back-cutting Fish, tries to go weak side, in low to Henson, and it was grabbed by Cole Cooper.
Yeah, he just pointed the wrong direction.
Cole Cooper stepped in front. He was falling out of bounds, so he bounced it off the Medora player, Henson, and out of bounds. And, the official just pointed the wrong way.
Yeah.
So
smart heads-up play there by Cole.
Who's to argue when you're up by 60, right?
I guess. I don't think Michael would have got too upset. But.
No. All right. Valley spreads the floor a little bit here as Tucker hands off now to Whitaker. Out along the perimeter, over now to Cole Cooper. Here's maybe some of those sets that you're talking about, although it's kind of a
running a little weave on top. See if we can get the last shot of the half. This might be something we have to use in the future.
Right. So why not practice it in a situation where it's not going to hurt you even if you do miss the shot. So Tucker just holding down to the final 18 seconds here of the third quarter. Valley has led from the get-go. They scored the first 45 points of this one. And they're about to pitch another shutout here in the odd quarters. Here's Whitaker, drives in, up and under move, down to the corner to Tucker. Quick three by Christian, would not go. Rebound grab by McElfresh, and his shot blocked away as we end the third quarter of play. Hawks keeping it on the Hornets here, and after three on the Fast Eddie's Country Store and Deli scoreboard. They lead the Hornets 62-2. Back with the fourth quarter in a moment. This is Springs Valley High School basketball.
Caring people make the difference at Springs Valley Meadows and French Lick.
You can feel it the minute you walk into Springs Valley Meadows. We're the experts in long-term care, not just doing a job, but following a calling. We're here to help you and your family find answers, solutions, and peace of mind. In fact, we become an extension of your family. For more information about Springs Valley Meadows, Highway 145, French Lick, visit ascseniorcare.com.
Or call Springs Valley Meadows at 936-9991.
Hello to all you drivers from your friends at Valley Marathon, where 32-ounce fountain drinks are just 79 cents every day. Check out the daily special and our 6 different flavors of cappuccino and pick up a Marathon credit card application. Save money at the pump with the Jones Reward Card at Valley Marathon.
With Kelly Schmidt, Mike Hamilton at the Hawks Nest in French Lick as we get set to begin the fourth and final quarter, and the Hornets just hoping these final 8 minutes evaporate quickly. It has not been their night. They have managed one field goal in 24 minutes, and for the second time in 3 quarters, Valley pitches a shutout in the period. And we go to the fourth. Medora with a basketball. Valley with the lead at 62-2. Here is Jones. Works it around now to Spurgeon. Down to the corner it goes to Fish. He'll spot up for a three and got it. Nice play there. So J.D. Fish out of the left corner gets Medora's first basket of the second half. It's a three, and it's 62-5. To a back-cutting McElfresh, who dumps it underneath to Isaac Carnes, who leans in, throws up the runner, couldn't get the bounce. Isaac still looking for his first point of the season. Nearly had him there, but he put that shot up in heavy traffic. Over it comes now to Myers. Back over to Jones. Hands off to Spurgeon. Back to Jones, over to Myers. He's going to heave up a three. It wouldn't go, and Braden Whitaker there to corral the rebound. To Christian Tucker, who drives it all the way to the goal, scoops it up with the left hand and in. Boy, how many times has Valley done that? The little stop-and-go move. And Christian now has got 9.
Go back to this 1-2-2, see if we can get Isaac on top. He's got some length, trapping the corners when we get the opportunity.
Well, I like all the deflections Valley's getting defensively as well.
Definitely something Coach Leachman's stressing.
And Jones bricked the 3, but right there to follow up is Owen Sullivan for his 4th point. And Medora, they only scored 2 points through 3 quarters. They've scored 5 in the first minute and 40 of the 4th quarter. Back-cutting McElfresh drives in, stops, reverse way up a beauty. Oh, he double clutched in midair with a defender all over him, and still Trenton got it to go, his 6th point of the contest. 66-7 Hawks. On the high post, Sullivan down to Myers, who'll heave up a 3. That is a foot short. Break to a cutting Isaac Carnes, and the pass a little bit awry, and he could not catch up to it. It is out of bounds, back over to Medora.
I tell you, Medora's putting up some long-range shots this half, but one's paid off for them, and then they got an offensive rebound on that other, so definitely giving them some offense.
Interesting here tonight, though, Kelly, that Michael Leachman going with a short bench, just 8 players dressing here tonight.
Yeah, hopefully he was expecting the JV to get, all those kids in a lot of time.
Here's a chance for Isaac Carnes, and to get his first point of the year, he dunked it. Oh, he got the steal at midcourt and took it in and rammed it home. Now everything going well. All 8 have scored as Myers misses a 3 for Medora. 68-7. And here's Isaac back on the other end, left it short. Scramble for the loose ball. Boy, the Hawks still hustling after the basketball, even leading by 61. And they're going to call a foul here on Medora, and I think they got J.D. Fish on this personal foul. He climbed over Ryan Tao there for the loose ball.
I think Isaac would have went for another dunk there, but he's a little out of breath.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite get up that high.
Here's Tao. They post up Jackson Land, weak side to Trenton, who gets hit. Couldn't get the shot to go, but 2 more free throws upcoming here for the Hawks as Skylar Jones nailed on his 3rd personal foul. So everything continuing to roll well tonight for the Hawks. Trenton McElfresh with the first free throw good. This is what you like to see, Kelly. Valley now 7 of 9 at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's going to be critical. Like you said, in the Orleans game last night, some of those free throws could have really paid off for us, and we weren't able to convert. But hopefully tonight we regain that confidence. Free throws are a lot of mental game, and so hopefully these kids build from tonight's game.
And Trenton drops them both in. So Valley 8 of 10 as a team at the line. Trenton has got 8, and the Hawks have hit the 70 plateau. 70-7 with just under 5 minutes remaining in this one. Henson out front, sends a right wing pass to Sullivan. Out of the corner, back out now to Henson, drives around Tao, kicks it on the left wing to Myers. Picks up the dribble, tries to go to a back-cutting Sullivan. Nice move. It was a nice catch as they threaded the needle, but Sullivan couldn't finish off the layup. Here's Valley back on the other end. Carnes drives it to the baseline, cut off, throws it out top, and did he throw it away? No. Good save near midcourt by Isaac Carnes. Over it comes now to Jackson Lamb. Jackson on the right wing. They post up Ryan Tao. Turns one way, now turns back the other. Little fall away from 10 is a beauty. Boy, Ryan Tao.
Yeah, continues a great shooting night.
Yeah.
He's shooting some jumpers from the perimeter. Nice turnaround there in the lane. He's showing his diversity.
I'll tell you, if Ryan Tao with some of his offensive weaponry can click, this Valley team can be maybe hard to stop. They've really got a lot of the components they need. The outside shooting, the post-up ability, the mid-range. As down the lane goes Sullivan, couldn't get it to go, and Ryan Tao, another rebound. Valley up by 65 with 3:35 remaining. Here is Isaac Carnes on the right side. Looking inside, they post up McElfresh. Trenton back to the basket, kicks it baseline to Tao. Rises up for a 15-footer. This time he left it short, and the rebound pulled out of there by Gavin Henson.
Tell you what, Mike, on the offensive end, this Valley team's got a lot of weapons, especially when your big guys like Ryan Tao, Braden Whitaker, they can really put it on the floor. That's going to play havoc for a lot of teams they play.
Myers in trouble. Good job by Jackson Land to steal the ball, get it ahead to Isaac Carnes, and he dunks again. That was just a tip pass as the ball was on the floor, and Jackson alertly got it to Isaac, who had a breakaway layup, and he stuffed it. 4 now for Isaac, 74-7. Air ball on the other side here by J.D. Fish. And, you know, this Medora team here, Kelly, probably can't wait to get on the bus and head back home to Medora.
Yeah, it's been a long night for them, but I tell you, the Hawks have done a lot of good things, and that leads to kind of the lopsided score like it is.
And a 30-second timeout called by Michael Leachman to get some of his reserves back in there. For certified Angus beef steak served up the way you want in a great atmosphere, come to 33 Brick Street in French Lick for a variety of other menu items, even for the most discriminating appetites. In a tantalizing kids menu, come to 33 Brick Street in French Lick. You get the idea. For good food all in a legendary atmosphere, it's 33 Brick Street in downtown French Lick.
Tell you, a great shooting night for the Hawks. I know after that third quarter, still shooting 73% from the field, and didn't get much better than that if you're Coach Leachman.
That JV game earlier tonight, some of the numbers, Drake Terry leading the way. He had 14 for the Hawks. Desmond Jones, 12. Jordan Curtis had 11. Those were the double-figure scores. As Valley romped in that one, 75-31. Tucker back in there. Takes it all the way to the goal. Missed it. Tipped up and in, though, by Braden Whitaker. Good job by Braden as they worked the old pick and roll that time. And Christian took it right to the goal. There's a steal by Isaac. He'll take it to the goal and dunk it yet again. That's his third slam of the contest. Oh, has he hammered himself a night. He's got half a dozen. 78-7 now with under 2 minutes remaining in the contest. I was going to say that Christian Tucker took it to the goal, missed the layup, but it was tipped in as Braden did a nice job of following on that pick and roll. Myers back to the basket. Off now to Fish down to the left corner. Backing his way in on Cole Cooper. Kicks it out of the wing now to Jansen Ray, who's in there, who throws up a wild shot. Not even close. Rebound grab by Trenton McElfresh. And we'll see if the Hawks can hit the 80 plateau. I was just looking at some of the scores here. Valley is going to, by far, bust their largest margin of victory here against the Hornets. Maybe the largest of all time. We'll have to do some research maybe this week, and when the Hawks entertain Crothersville on Friday night, try to figure out what that might be. In fact, Valley may be done scoring here at any rate. They don't need any more. It's 78-7. It has been one of those nights where everything is clicked for the Hawks and nothing has gone right for Medora. And now Valley just pretty much playing keep away here for the final 40 seconds. They don't need to humiliate Medora anymore. And as I say that, Braden Whitaker goes to a back-cutting Isaac Carnes for a reverse layup.
Yeah, Coach Leedsman's shaking his head there. You know, he hates to get onto a kid for shooting the basketball, but in that play, in that possession, we didn't really want a shot.
All right, final 20 seconds, 80-7 on the Fast Eddie scoreboard. Ball lost by Myers. Scoops up an off-balance shot, rebound to Trenton McElfresh, off to Christian Tucker. He'll dribble across the 10-second line, and the final 5 seconds of this one will end here mercifully for the Medora Hornets, as Valley never threatened in this one. If you could put a complete 32 minutes of play together, this is probably as close as you're going to see as they completely dismantle and outman Medora's Hornet team here tonight. Probably even in Michael Leachman's wildest expectations, he wouldn't have dreamed his team could accomplish this, but they made it look easy tonight on both ends of the floor. Chicago's Pizza, good. Stop by Chicago's on the Boulevard in French Lick for the salad bar lunch. Monday through Friday, 11 to 1:30. Salad, pizza, breadsticks, and drink. Call for $7.99 at Chicago's Pizza in French Lick. And by the way, it's good to be getting those pizzas that Chicago's provides the Q100 sports staff as well. Nothing goes better than Springs Valley basketball and good old Chicago's Pizza. What a night here for the Hawks. They may have been a record-setting performance in the process for margin of victory as they completely take apart the Medora Hornets tonight. We'll be back to recap all of tonight's action in a moment. The final score here this evening from the Hawks Nest on the Fast Eddie's Country Store and Deli scoreboard. The Springs Valley Blackhawks 80, the Medora Hornets 7. You're listening to Springs Valley High School Basketball.
Colon cancer. It's called the silent killer because it usually has no outward symptoms until it's too late. A colonoscopy is the best way to detect and remove precancerous polyps. Screening helps save lives. If you are age 50 or older, talk to your doctor and get your colonoscopy scheduled at IU Health Paley Hospital. Colon cancer can be prevented. Commit to health and get checked.
We're loyal to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you, Springs Valley Bank and Trust. You'll love our helpful staff, our warm and smiling faces. Latest tools and services delivered by the friends you trust. We're loyal to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you, Springs Valley Bank and Trust.
You need gadgets. For that one-stop shopping destination for routers, flash drives, cables, smartphones, TVs, and more, search no longer. Our technology powered by Smithville store is conveniently located in downtown French Lick at 505 South Maple Street. If you prefer to shop online, browse our online store at smithville.tech. That's smithville.tech. Getting what you need is just a click away. That's smithville.tech.
Hello to all you drivers from your friends at Valley Marathon, where 32-ounce fountain drinks are just 79 cents every day. Check out the daily special and our 6 different flavors of cappuccino and pick up a Marathon credit card application. Save money at the pump with the Jones Reward Card at Valley Marathon.
We're back once again at Springs Valley High School. Where tonight the Blackhawks waste no time in jumping out on the visiting Medora Hornets. Led 20-0 at the end of the first quarter, up that to 47-2 by halftime, 62-2 as they pitched their second quarter shutout in 3, and then go on to a surprisingly easy 80-7 victory over the Medora Hornets. The previous largest margin of victory for the Hawks was 49. That was in an 82-33 victory back in 2006. So this is only the third highest total ever the Hawks have put on Medora. They actually, back in 1999, beat them 89-53. But what's just as impressive, Kelly, is that number on the other side, the 7.
Yeah, definitely so. You know, Coach Leitsman stressed defense, and you can definitely tell it's paid off for the Hawks. They're able to change it up, play some man-to-man, play some zone, and definitely get out in the passing lanes, get some trap opportunities, and that defense really did an outstanding job here tonight. Medora seemed a little rattled on the offensive end. Clearly they had to go with some dribble drive penetration, which they weren't capable of doing, and Valley held them to one shot most possessions, a lot of possessions, no shot.
Let's take a look at the scoring in the game for the Medora Hornets. They dropped to 0-4 on the year, now 0-2 away from home as they have dropped 4 straight, and not much of a homecoming this time around for Mark Moore, nor was it 2 years ago in his first year. That was a 65-48 Blackhawk victory, although the Hornets were much more competitive in that game. Only 2 players scored for the Hornets. That was Owen Sullivan, their leading scorer, coming in at 14 a game, held to 2 baskets for 4, and J.D. Fish opened up the fourth quarter by hitting a 3 out of the left corner. Those were the only 3 field goals that Medora hit in the contest, as they actually, as Kelly will go over here in a little bit, only put up 23 shots in the ball game. So that's, like 6 a quarter or so.
Yeah, not very many shot opportunities for Medora. They finished with 17 turnovers, but when you put those 2 together, Valley really limited Medora's possessions here tonight.
And the other 6 players that got into the game for Mark Morin, starters Skylar Jones, Javen Spurgeon, and Gavin Henson, and off the bench Isaiah Myers, Jansen Ray, and Zach Owen failed to score. For Springs Valley, they have at least through 3 out of 4 games now matched their start to a year ago as they go to 3-0. They win their home opener here tonight handily and improve all time against Medora here on this floor to 13-0. 8 players into the game for Michael Leachman's squad. All 8 score, and no fewer than 6 points were scored in this one, all the way up to the game-high 16 points tonight for Ryan Tao. And what continues to amaze me, he had 8 field goals in the contest, and at least half those, maybe even more, were those mid-range jumpers, and he was just feeling it tonight. And like I said before, if he can become a serious offensive threat for the Hawks, that is going to give opposing teams just that much more to worry about.
It certainly is. He's expanded his range, like you said. He's able to take some longer jumpers and some nice turnarounds there in the lane. He's aggressive on the boards, and he's just done a lot of nice things, especially for this Medora game here, where he came out and he looked confident right from the beginning. And when you're confident in your shooting and you're confident in your teammates giving you the basketball, good things happen.
So he was one of 3 double-figure scorers, but 4 other guys were within a basket of hitting double digits. Braden Whitaker, another solid effort from him, and you almost felt like he was kind of holding back. It was like, well, I don't want to run up the score on these guys, but he still had 14 points in the ball game. But again, just part of the overall process here tonight, where just really everything was clicking tonight for this team.
Yeah, we definitely distributed the ball very well, and Braden did as well. He had some shot opportunities, like you said, that he passed up. Pretty much every kid on the Valley team did here tonight, and we went with the open guy and the closest shot to the basket, and that brings for some high percentages.
And Jackson Land tonight, showing that he can be an offensive threat. He had 10, including 2 3-pointers in the contest. Now, he did there early in the second half run down through the tunnel, and I don't think he returned, Kelly, so we'll have to talk to Coach Leachman and figure out what's going on. Hopefully nothing serious with that, and he'll be back ready to go Friday night when the Hawks entertain Crothersville. Christian Tucker and Zach Carnes, Valley's 2 starting guards, they had 9 apiece, as Christian and Zach each had a 3-point field goal among their 4 baskets. 8 off the bench from Trenton McElfresh on 3 baskets, 2 out of 2 at the free throw line. Isaac Carnes, boy, displaying his athletic ability. All 4 of his baskets were slams here tonight. And, boy, there's nothing more exciting. I don't care if you are up by 70 or whatever, that when you can have a high school player dunk the ball, that just really turns up the crowd into a frenzy.
You know, I'm not 100% sure here right now, but it looks like he's coming out, and Marissa's got some video on her phone that he's probably taking a look at. I'm sure she got some of those on film, but something he'll definitely remember when he comes back to tell his kids that, hey, on one night I dunked the ball 4 times.
Right.
And they're probably going to say, no, Dad, you're lying, but he definitely had an impressive night here tonight.
All righty. And rounding it out, last but certainly not least, Cole Cooper, another solid effort tonight, 2 field goals, and he was 2 out of 2 at the free throw line. As that was the other good news. The Hawks very successful at the foul line tonight, hitting on 8 out of 10. We'll go over some of the numbers here momentarily. So again, 16 from Ryan Tao, 14 out of Braden Whitaker, 10 from Jackson Land, 2 others with 9, 2 others with 8, and 1 with 6. 20-0 Hawks after 1, 47-2 as Medora didn't get their first basket till there was under a minute to go in the second quarter. Again, Medora failed to score in the third quarter. It was 62-2 after 3, and they go on to the easy victory here over the Hornets, winning by 73 at 80-7 on the Fast Eddie's Country Store and Deli scoreboard. We'll take a quick break and hopefully get reaction, including Coach Michael Leachman. When we come back, this is Springs Valley High School basketball.
A message from Springs Valley Meadows and Prince Lick.
As we age, recuperating from an illness or surgery may take more time than it used to. It's important for you to follow your doctor's discharge orders and include physical, occupational, and speech therapies when needed. Skimping on post-hospitalization therapy can cause potential falls and infections. So do it for yourself and do it for the ones you love.
The road to recovery begins at Springs Valley Meadows and Prince Lick, where caring people.
Final game statistics as the Hawks pull out the win, 80-7. We'll look at some shooting percentages first here for the Springs Valley Blackhawks. As they go 31 for 44 from the field, 70%. Definitely a good shooting night here for the Hawks. Definitely something that they will build on as the season goes. From two-point range, 27 of 37 for 73%, and three-point range, 4 of 7, 57%. From the free throw line, definitely stepping up that free throw percentage, 8 of 10 for 80%. Total rebounds for the night for the Hawks, 28 total rebounds, 5 of those coming on the offensive end, 23 on the defensive end. Just 5 turnovers for the Springs Valley Blackhawks tonight, so definitely taking care of the basketball and doing the things that they need to do to win games. For the Medora Hornets, some final game shooting, 3 of 23 from the line, 13%. From two-point range, 2 of 13, 15%. And three-point range, 1 of 10, 10%. Medora did not get to the free throw line here tonight as they go 0% from the line. Total rebounds, 7 total rebounds, 2 of those coming on the offensive end, 5 defensive. And for the Hornets, 17 total turnovers. So Valley's defense really stepping up big here tonight as they're able to hold Medora to just 7 points and commit 17 turnovers.
80-7 the final here tonight as Springs Valley knocks off the Medora Hornets in convincing fashion. Let's get some reaction as we're first joined by head coach Michael Leachman, who looks like he's in a hurry to get somewhere. I'm not sure. Of course, when you live a ways away, that never makes it easy as well. But Coach, I'm sure even in your wildest expectations, you never dreamed that the kids would come out, and maybe they didn't play perfectly, but boy, they just seemed to do so many things right here tonight.
Yeah, I was very proud of how we came out focused. Last year, I thought we had a habit of playing to our competition a lot, and tonight we did not do that. So I was proud of that. And to be honest, this Medora team, the other night they played West Washington, who's going to be a good ball team. And they were within 8 points in the third quarter of that game. And so, for us to come out and play the way we did, yes, we were better than Medora, but for us to come out and play the way we did, it was encouraging to see that focus and that mindset from our guys.
What was more impressive, the offensive side or the defensive?
The defensive, for sure. Everything we did was in the half court. We didn't do any full court defensive stuff, but we did a great job in the half court of getting our inside hand up, inside foot up, and just not getting back on our heels so much on defense. So it was encouraging to see our guys play the passing lanes like we've been trying to get them to do and emphasizing in practice. But I was more impressed with the defense. Offensively, I think good defense leads to offense. I think you kind of get some confidence up and you get some easy baskets whenever you play good defense. So I think offense comes off our defense. And in the half-court offense, I thought we did a great job of sharing the basketball. You did not see very many one-on-one plays tonight. I thought we did a great job of looking for our cutters and moving the basketball.
Okay, Coach, I think my big question for you is Christian Tucker comes up with 2 big charge calls here again tonight. He's the little guy on the floor, but he seems to come up with those defensive stops. But as a coach, what's your reward to him? You know, I think in the past we've had some coaches do steak dinners, things like that. So what are you going to step up and do for him?
We're going to let Coach Tucker take him to 33rd
Street. Okay.
But no, we
what an easy way out, I tell you.
We really
cheap.
Yeah, we really emphasize that and encourage that, and we embrace that. You know, we want our guys to really stand up and cheer for our teammates when that play happens. And then we're also Coach Chaplin. He's keeping a hustle stat chart for the season. So we're going to have a hustle stat winner at the end of the year, and in that hustle stat it has charges, which is a point system. So charges are worth the most. So we got charges, deflections, diving for loose balls, and just any time you recover a 50-50 ball, anytime you hit the floor, getting a loose ball, you get a point system. And at the end of the year, we're going to get a plaque and a patch, a letterman's patch to our toughness for a toughness winner.
Yes, sir, Coach. Had to put you on the spot there.
Well, Coach, what impressed me the most as well is just the simple unselfishness of this team. We saw so many backdoor cuts that the team made. The kids played with their head up, always looking for the open man, and that probably what was so much fun to see tonight.
Yeah, and even in our first 2 games, it probably wasn't as noticeable because we missed so many shots. But we have moved the basketball well this year. We've made the extra pass, and we've shared the basketball. I think our first game against Mitchell, we made 16 field goals, and 11 of them were assisted. And then last night we made 16 field goals against Orleans, and we had 9 or 10 assists. So, you know, that's an awesome stat that it just shows that, you know, we're a team. We have that team-first mentality, which will take us a long way, I think.
Now, certainly you're going to play teams that are a lot more competitive than what Medora is, and no disrespect to Mark Morin and the Hornets, but at the same time, if you can get guys like Ryan Tao, who hit several mid-range jumpers tonight, and even Jackson Land really got involved in the offense tonight as well, that's just going to make you guys that much tougher to stop.
Yeah, and those 2 are capable of doing that. Those 2 did that all summer long for us, and I think as the season goes on, you're going to see them score the basketball better and better. My big thing, though, I had 2 goals tonight, and one of them was to see us come out and play our game and not play to our competition and play our best basketball, and we did that. And the other thing I wanted to see our guys see the ball go through the net. I wanted to see them make shots. And the good thing about this big homestand we got right now is the place you shoot best at is your home court. So we've got 7-8 home games here where we can get our confidence up by putting the ball in the basket, and then hopefully in January when we have some tough road games, our shooting, we got great confidence in our shooting. We're ready to go knock down shots on the road.
Coach, I did want to bring up, we saw Jackson take off down the tunnel there early in the second half.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing...
I think he just had to use the bathroom.
Okay, all right. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't an injury or anything too serious. So
we don't want to do that at halftime. You know, we want to wait until during the game, right, Coach? Yeah, we've had that happen in the girls' program.
If it was a close game, I probably would have told no. So I went ahead and let him go this time.
I know your goal certainly wasn't to embarrass Medora out here tonight, but hey, it was sure fun watching Isaac Carnes out there and showcase his athletic abilities.
Yeah, he liked to dunk the basketball, and I would too if I could dunk it. So I think the guys were excited, and he was definitely excited that he got those dunks in. And we did it. You know, we try to keep everything in the half court, and we move the basketball on offense. You know, sometimes the game just goes like when we shoot 71% and they shoot 11%, the scoreboard's going to look like that, unfortunately. But it was nice to see him get out there, and he also did a lot of nice things on defense. You know, he's got long arms, and he can use that length, and if he can play with that energy all the time, he can really help our team. I think he'll do that. But it was nice to see those dunks. We messed with him in the locker room. I told him that at halftime our camera stopped working, so we didn't get any of his dunks on film. But then I ended up telling him that I was just kidding with him.
All right. Coach, as a final thought, take us through this week. Just a single game next week with Crothersville, a tough opponent coming up, but what are the plans here as you prepare for them?
Yeah, they're a very talented group this year. They got a lot of new kids and some good talent. So the plan, you know, Monday we're going to get in here and get shots up and kind of we'll watch the film this weekend and see what we need to improve on the most. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we'll really work on us and make us better. Then Thursday we'll dive into what Crothersville wants to do and how we need to guard Crothersville and stop Crothersville. So
that's the layout. Monday we got a C-team game at Mitchell, so we'll be a little short-handed Monday in practice. So Monday will be a little bit more laid back, and Tuesday, Wednesday we'll get after it a little bit more.
All right. Send all the kids home. They have to go to bed early tonight without their supper, right?
Right. They go to bed early.
They didn't deserve anything tonight.
Rest up Sunday and be ready to go Monday.
All righty. Well, make sure they keep winning because we want to keep talking to players after ball games.
Sounds good. We'll try that.
All right. Congratulations on the win, Coach. We'll talk to you later this week.
All right. Nice job, Coach.
Thank you.
All righty. And that is Michael Leitsman, the head coach of the Springs Valley Blackhawks, joining us after the game as the Hawks win big here tonight by a final count of 80-7. Kelly, we were trying to track down some things. Did you get a chance to go over the final statistics here?
Certainly did.
Okay, sounds good then. So, with that said, we need to take one more break, and we will wrap things up when we come back to the Hawks Nest in a moment. This is Springs Valley High School basketball.
Caring people make the difference at Springs Valley Meadows and French Lick.
You can feel it the minute you walk into Springs Valley Meadows. We're the experts in long-term care, not just doing a job, but following a calling. We're here to help you and your family find answers, solutions, and peace of mind. In fact, we become an extension of your family. For more information about Springs Valley Meadows, Highway 145, French Lick, visit ascseniorcare.com.
Or call Springs Valley Meadows at 936-9991.
Hello to all you drivers from your friends at Valley Marathon, where 32-ounce fountain drinks are just 79 cents every day. Check out the daily special and our 6 different flavors of cappuccino and pick up a Marathon credit card application. Save money at the pump with the Jones Reward Card at Valley Marathon.
Breaded fish and chips, tenderloins that are second to none, homemade soups, and a large selection of craft beverages, all served up at a great atmosphere. Come to 33 Brick Street in French Lick. With a heated, screened-in patio to make you feel like you're outside, come to 33 Brick Street in French Lick. You get the idea. For good food, all in a legendary atmosphere, it's 33 Brick Street in downtown French Lick. Before we go any further, let's pause quickly, 10 seconds for station identification. This is Springs Valley High School basketball.
WFLQ FM in French Lick, Indiana. It's now 3 before 9 o'clock and temperature at 44 degrees.
Chicago's Pizza, good. Stop by Chicago's on the Boulevard in French Lick for the salad bar lunch, 11 to 1:30, Monday through Friday. Salad, pizza, breadsticks, and drink all for $7.99 at Chicago's Pizza in French Lick. And we're going to teach these players, if they don't get out of here fast, we're going to make them come on the air here. We're hoping to get Trenton McElfresh on if he can get out here in the next few seconds. As fast as he was zipping up and down the court tonight, he ought to be out here in a flash, I would think. I don't know.
I'm going to put the blame on Coach Leitsman. I think the blame goes to him.
There you go. You know, it took a while for me to break you in, too, as a coach, and to get you up after ball games and to get players up and stuff like that. So I guess I just need to be patient with Coach Leitsman. And
you know, Coach, sometimes these games, they get out here and your team's going up and down and your head's pounding, and before you know it, the end the horn blows, and you don't even sometimes know where you are at that point. But
all righty. Well, let's get on Trenton McElfresh. Trenton, congratulations on the win. Did anybody on this team expect it to be this easy tonight?
I mean, we didn't really expect it to be easy. We wanted to make it easy. That was the plan coming in. I mean, we knew we were better than this team athletically, but we have always had a problem historically of playing to our competition, always letting them stay in the game, and we weren't doing that tonight.
Obviously a very emotional game against Orleans last night. Were you guys trying to guard against any sort of a letdown at all?
Do what?
Were you guys trying to guard after a big emotional win over Orleans last night, trying to make sure that there was no letdown tonight?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. We didn't want to. That would be a buzzkill, what Coach said.
When did you guys feel like it was starting to go your way? I mean, you score the first 20 points of the quarter, you hold them scoreless for almost the entire half. Where did you figure out that, man, this is going to be a really fun night?
Oh, I mean, it was fun pretty much the whole night. I mean, saw that with Isaac's dunks in the end, but it was pretty much fun the whole night, defensively especially.
I was going to say, everybody got into the act tonight, 8 players between 6 and 16 points. You had 8 yourself here tonight, including 2 big free throws. That's always important. You were just 6 of 14 last night, 8 of 10 tonight. So hopefully we've got the free throw situation rectified then.
Oh, yeah. Coach stresses that hardcore. That's it. We do that every Tuesday and Thursday morning. We're in here at 6:45, and we're always shooting free throws.
Alrighty. Obviously, the competition's going to get a lot tougher as you continue to move along the season. But if you guys continue to execute like you did tonight, things should work out all right, you think?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Looking forward to it. Having fun so far, I assume?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Still a lot of the season to go. Crothersville will be a tough one. They've been maybe a pushover in the past, but maybe not this year.
Yep. They gave Orleans a run, so we're going to have to put it to them just like we did tonight.
Alrighty. Thanks for the visit, sir, and good luck on Friday against Crothersville.
Thank you.
Nice job, Trent.
Alrighty. Trenton McElfresh, 8 points in the contest tonight as the Hawks cruise to the easy victory here by final count of 80-7. Any final thoughts, Kelly?
I thought it was a great ball game by the Hawks. Coach Leitzman definitely was able to get through a lot of players. Like you said, he kept the short bench here tonight, but it was nice to get everybody in, get the point production that we had, and see some great defense. And that's something that these fans are going to continue to enjoy. And as this talk on the street is that these Hawks are doing a great job defensively. Offensively, they're putting the ball in the basket and they're winning games. You're going to see this place really start to fill up.
Sure. And they're not going to win every night, 80-7. Certainly, there's going to be some really tough teams coming down the pike as well. And if they played them again, they may only win by 30, maybe 40 or something. Not certainly like this, but just, you throw in the combination of factors and just everything works out.
Yeah, you could tell by Coach Leitzman's post-game there, he wasn't expecting to win by such a margin, but he'll definitely take it, and he's proud of his kids here tonight. They'll get back at it on Monday and just see what they can do this upcoming week.
I was going to say, you're only as good as their last game. You can't rest on your laurels, and you certainly can't take any points from this game and apply them to Crothersville, so they're going to have to be just as ready this coming Friday night.
No, and you definitely can't do that, like you said, but it's a great start for the Hawks here this season. It's a team that's fun to watch. I know they've got a lot of diverse players, and one thing that I think that they've really improved on is just handling the basketball, and you saw that here tonight. Limited turnovers in the offensive end. They can really put the ball in the basket, get to the floor, or get to the rim, and they're a lot of fun to watch so far.
All righty. Good night tonight, and hopefully that will continue, including Friday night. I think we'll see you back here when the Hawks do take on the Tigers and try to match last year's start at 4-0.
I'll be here, Mike.
All righty. Here tonight, Ryan Tao leads a balanced scoring attack with 16 points. Braden Whitaker, 14. Jackson Land, 10. 2 others with 9, 2 others with 8, and 1 with 6. As the Hawks completely dismantle the Medora Hornets here tonight, scoring the first 45 points of this game. The Hornets did not get their first field goal until there was less than a minute remaining in the first half of play, and they cruised to the 80-7 victory. Valley now